Welcome to the Sock Puppet account. I'm Ed the Sock. No punchline of the week this week, so I can give space to the most awesome music video on the internet. Now, not being a surfer moron, I rarely use the word awesome, but it fully applies to this awesome video, which I'll be showing you shortly. And part 2 of the politics of boobs, I'll tell you about that shortly too. Also, taking a break from politics this week and diving into pop culture. So let's make this date like the best of them and go head first. I have to admit having some sympathy and admiration for Bruce Jenner, going through all these changes in a spotlight in front of the entire world. It's like when Peter's voice was changing on that episode of The Brady Bunch. What Jenner's doing in full view of the world takes balls. And that's ironic. But even after the Sawyer interview, questions remain. How do we describe Jenner's announcement? You can't say he's coming out of the closet because he's not gay. He's a woman in a man's body. So, no closet. Coming out of the cupboard? Pantry? The ether? Also, if Jenner is a woman in a man's body and he likes women, doesn't that make him a lesbian? So maybe coming out of the closet is accurate? And if he wants to get remarried, can he get it catered by a pizzeria? But people like Bruce Jenner are moving us further toward a world where we're judged by what we do, not what we look like. Unless, you're black. You may remember that the lovely Kate Upton shot to public attention with this video titled Cat Daddy that was posted on YouTube in 2012. It's about a minute of Kate demonstrating the laws of physics and the strength of double-sided tape, and it racked up 22 million views. The operative word being rack. Now Kate's saying she did the video as a joke and didn't expect it to be posted to the net. She was posing for noted controversial photographer Terry Richardson. Pictured here, a man who rocks the facial hair and look otherwise found on men you don't want to see around elementary schools. He put the video up, and now she forgives him. Probably all the Sports Illustrated covers made it easier to cushion the blow. Yes, cushions. And hey, Kate, unlike Kim Kardashian, at least your debut video doesn't have you banging a guy named Ray J. It's not that Kim was seen banging on video that's the problem. It's that she was seen on video banging a guy named Ray J. A woman in Nigeria has divorced her husband because his penis was too big. When reached for comment, the woman's now ex-husband said, "Yeah, baby." Unlike many of his countrymen now living in America, it appears that this gentleman will not soon be saying, "Thank you, come again." As a side note, as a result of not accepting the qualifications of waves of immigrants, America has revived the practice of doctors making house calls, except they're only there to pick up a fare. It's not a dress, but a cape ain't far off. While real world focuses on Bruce Jenner, in the world of comic books, Superman is coming out in a different way. It seems that in an upcoming storyline, Superman's secret identity of Clark Kent is exposed by none other than Lois Lane. If you read comics in the 90s or the 2000s and are confused because Superman was married to Lois Lane, a few years ago, emotionally stunted comic book writers found they didn't know how to write a successful relationship between two adults, so they made the marriage disappear, like it never happened at all, which made Superman the envy of a legion of divorced couples. As for his secret ID being revealed, I'm pretty sure the reaction from his co-workers will be, we were just humoring you anyway. Come on, they're just glasses. You don't have to be a fanboy to be excited about this, though. The trailer for the new Star Wars called The Force Awakens. And I hope to awaken and discover that episodes 1 through 3 were just bad nightmares. The trailer inspired a popular hashtag, #StarWarsGrub, listing some Star Wars-inspired tasty snacks. Among the top choices were R2P soup, Stubaka, Emperor Palpatine, Obi-Wan cannoli, Curry Fisher, Wookiee cookie, which, by the way, I always thought was a euphemism for a woman's private part, Sarlacc pita, Admiral Akbar specialty coffee, it's a frap, Mos Eisley canned tuna, and Princess Filet-O-Fish. There was one man who opted out, saying, "No thanks, I'm counting my midichlorians." And if you understood that one, just pretend you didn't if other people are around. A group of Native American actors walked out on an Adam Sandler movie, as have most moviegoers since 1998's The Wedding Singer. The actors in this case were making the movie, a Netflix Sandler Old West satire called The Ridiculous Six, and they felt that the Native American characters were being depicted in a demeaning manner, with female characters named Beaver's Breath and No Bra, and invitations like, "Let me put my pee-pee in your teepee." We reached out to the film's screenwriters for comment, but their first grade class was out on recess. Lots of people are excited for Mad Max Fury Road. I'm not, and the trailer full of crappy digital effects hasn't changed my mind. The problem with reboots is the let's all pretend that we haven't seen this all before requirement. They typically add nothing new but updated effects and shittier stories. Remember the rebooted RoboCop? Crap. Even the original Mad Max wasn't the first of its kind. Years before, we were shown a vision of the world after dwindling resources caused disaster as the stalwart heroes of Arc 2 crossed the deserts with a chimpanzee and a Winnebago.
What a mind blower.
For years, California's been expecting the big one, the projected earthquake along the San Andreas Fault that'll drop the entire state into the sea, which would kill millions of people and the planned reunions of Coach and Full House.
Everybody down!
This movie documents pain. Not like those funny little videos of men getting kicked in the balls. This is a realistic epic of destruction and suffering with no happy ending. Unless Superman flies around the world and undoes the quake, why would anyone want to watch this disaster porn? It's so typical of our bread and circuses society that we'll spend millions of dollars creating a fictional picture of mass deaths and chaos to distract us from the real mass deaths and chaos occurring worldwide without the smell of popcorn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, relevance. Sorry about that. Won't happen again. Magic Mike XXL, the sequel to the original film about male strippers. I understand that this movie isn't aimed at heterosexual men, and there's not a single thing in this trailer that interests me. So congratulations to the producers for a successful trailer. We all remember the scary parts of visiting grandparents. The teeth in the glass, that hard thing on the toothbrush, the smell of mothballs, and the fear that you'll turn out just like them. Well, imagine all that, plus they're batshit insane, and you get M. Night Shyamalan's new movie, The Visit.
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?
The thing is, Shyamalan's painted himself into a corner since his movies have to have twist endings, most of which have sucked. And it's hard to enjoy the movie as a viewer because you're constantly trying to figure out the twist ending. The Visit stars Peter McRobbie, who looks like the guy who played Quark on Deep Space Nine, which means sci-fi geeks will go see it as they go to see any movie or TV show that in any way features an actor or anyone who resembles an actor who in any way was ever in a sci-fi show or movie. Shut up, you know it's true. And here's the latest teaser trailer for the new Call of Duty game, which seems to be about a future where the Apple Watch becomes part of your forearm. Futuristic soldiers fight each other using bionic weapon implants. What the hell? Didn't this game used to be about more realistic depictions of warfare? When did it become the prequel to Halo? And quite frankly, what's the use of having bionic parts if you can't use them to fight a Sasquatch? Speaking of video games, the release of the World of Warcraft movie has been pushed back 3 months, giving avid players more time to work up the courage to leave their house. I think it's fair to say that awesome is a word that's been robbed of its meaning through overuse, but awesome is the only word that can describe this music video that hit the net. Watch.
Hey, got a permit for those guns?
Check this.
I've got your permit right here.
Oh! Dude, he's shooting while he's in the air.
Permit denied.
Yes, a catchphrase. David Hasselhoff's True Survivor pays tribute to his biggest era with this video full of 80s action movie tropes. Plus, for good measure, Nazis and Hitler. The only thing missing from this video is a Golan Globus credit. Survivor. This video takes me back to my happy place, when the movie bad guys were all Soviets and serious butt-kicking required a bandana. Back when the world made sense. Gotta hand it to the Hoff for the self-parody, but small problem, he's still huge in Germany, but Germany bans the display of Nazi symbols. That's David Hasselhoff, an artist always pushing the envelope. If you're wondering about part 2 of the Politics of Boobs, which I promised you this week, I've delayed it until next week so I can include an interview with a Marvel Comics artist that will break the internet as we talk about the politics of boobs in comic books and video games. So, come back for that. Subscribe now. I'm nobody's puppet, don't you be either. Aloha.